too, Wilbur. You must be exhausted. Do you want me to make you something to eat?
Oh, something to eat would be great. I've been hungry since we got here.
Then I'll make you a sausage. These are Timmy's favorite sausages. I wanted to surprise him with them tonight.
I will help him, Esther, I promise.
I know. Just be careful with the little fella.
As long as he's careful with me.
Ready. Careful. Hot.
Ow! Ooh! Ah! Thanks.
And that goes straight into the pocket.
Can I have another sausage?
But of course.
Do we just get a whole bunch of them?
This place is growing on me, you know. Now that the ghost stuff is all gone.
You're not a city zombie, are you?
People need to get used to us. Big cities always have a constant stream of new people to get to know. Here in the country, you only have to convince each person once that you don't want to chew the skin off their faces. Ready. Careful. Hot.
Ow! Ooh! Ah! Thanks.
Okay, so we get two.
You look thoughtful.
I was just thinking about what a lucky woman I am. I've got a partner who loves me and a wonderful son. Everyone is healthy and we're all together. You only think about these things when something bad happens. Or nearly happens.
See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.
Yeah, okay. Look at the luggage, might as well.
I have a long trip home ahead of me once I get that book from the chest. I don't know whether any of the others will join me. I'm sure they all would if I asked them. But things could get dangerous in Seastone and I don't want any of them getting hurt.
Well, travel quickly too. That's a pretty great map. It's pretty great. Let's go to the castle then. Oh, we're immediately inside.
Fine. Lovely.
Can we still go outside? Go out. I just want to make sure I look at everything here.
Neither the drawbridge nor the portcullis were able to protect Van Buren against the mages, paladins and villagers who came for him. Maybe he was no longer at the height of his power. Otherwise, a sorcerer like him should be able to defend a castle like this easily.
Letterbox?
The Count and his young fiancée met through a newspaper ad. Which means someone has to fight his way through the mountains on a regular basis.
Apparently.
Just a single sealed scroll. To Count Vladimir Orlov, the Dark Woods. Oh, hey! The seal bears the Seastone coat of arms.
Well, we should be reading this, I think.
I wonder why someone would send a letter from... The letter's sealed, and it's not proper for a servant to read his master's post.
Who's master? What now? Open it.
I wonder why
Okay, they're not.
Legend has it that a master builder was once hired to come up with a visually appealing way to divert water from the roofs of buildings. He thought to himself, why don't I put statues on the corners of the roof and let them get rid of water the way you, well, get rid of water? The idea with the peeing statues didn't meet much approval, and they forced him to change his design. He was very angry about the whole thing. That's why gargoyles today look like they're constantly throwing up. Doesn't look like rain, thankfully. A storm is the last thing I need in a place like this.
There's a stone.
In an old building like this, falling masonry is probably an occupational hazard. Wonder if that's why the position of Igor was open.
Lift the stone up. Sure.
Stone's fairly flat. Maybe some sort of roof tile. Yeah! Big white maggots.
Nice. Take a few maggots.
Okay, if we must.
Maggots, even.
Yeah.
It's a good sound.
I'd say that coach hasn't moved a meter since old Van Buren's day. Several spokes are broken. Yes. Ooh, there's a small tree growing out of one of the seats. I wonder how many owners this castle had before Van Buren. Too bad it's so run down. Soon it'll be nothing but ruins.
Yeah, if you get a place like that, you should take care of it.
Nothing but weeds and trash everywhere you look. The Count really does need some urgent household support. Time to make myself useful as the new servant. On the other hand, I'm not the world's best gardener and should probably leave well alone.
On a water bowl?
A shallow water bowl for the chickens. Empty.
I'm also just now thinking, like, there's gonna be so many rooms inside this place. It's gonna take about 3 centuries to look at
There's no
everything.
use for an empty bowl. The Count seems to like chickens. That's a good sign. Anyone who likes animals can't be a bad person.
That's not totally true.
The chicken coop is in pretty much the same condition as the castle. Skew whiff. And the roof leaks. The chickens seem to be quite lively. They run, they peck. You could say they're poultry in motion.
Poultry in motion.
The Count seems to like chickens. Nasty statues. I saw them from the drawbridge. They look like a mixture of a man and bat. And it's almost as if, they watch you the whole time as you approach the castle. The castle is way, way too big for one person. Why do all rich people always buy buildings like this and live in them all alone?
I have no idea.
As the rooms the Count uses are so dilapidated, I wonder what the others will look like.
Excuse me, that was my phone. Alright, so...
A small wood stove like that can't even begin to heat such a huge building. Here in the hallway, it's exactly the same temperature as outside.
Oh dear God. So what is this guy called? It's from this old top-down RPG. It's the Ultima series. I forget what he's called. Oh dear God, that's frustrating. Look at the pictures, yes.
Ooh, scary people. I can't tell if these are relatives of the sorcerer or the Count. The only certainty is that these are some of the creepiest faces I have ever seen. But they look somehow generous. Ooh, I can't...
Okay.
The stove reminds me of the one in my classroom in Seastone. It had a broken pipe too, and it was pretty useless. However, this one looks less pleasant.
Good stuff. So there's a lot of wax I'm noticing everywhere.
How many candles must have burned here to leave a pile of wax that big? Or are those magic candles that have been burning for decades? Ah, if I need a load of candle wax, I know where I can find it.
So we'll probably need some later. Look at stairs.
From the outside, it looks as though the castle has at least 5 or 6 floors. And old castles often have cellars and dungeons too. Judging from the outside, I'd say at least 5 or 6. And old castles like this, a lot of work.
A lot of work for one eager.
The stairs don't just lead upwards, they also go down into an impenetrable blackness. Dungeons, tombs, all kinds of things that I don't want anything to do with could be down there. The stairs don't just...
Okay, so that stuff is looping. Ceiling.
Hard to believe how high the ceiling is in this hall. The chandelier chains disappear into the gloom. You can see eyes blinking way up in the dark, and you can hear the occasional squeak. I think those are bats. The Count probably hasn't noticed them yet. I can hardly imagine him allowing bats in his castle.
Or maybe that is exactly what he wants. He wants bats. So we can go into the hall or go to the chest. That's a bit weird. So the chest gets its own screen, apparently.
There are some pretty strange characters here in the gallery, but this one really takes the cake. A very unpleasant looking fellow. He looks evil, arrogant, and more than a little bit crazy.
Okay then.
A heavy wooden chest with 7 seals. 2 of them are open.
Only 5 to go.
Could be where the book is hidden, but it could also contain the Count's well-protected underwear. Either way, there's no sign of how to open the 5 remaining seals. Could be where the book is.
Okay, so back we go, and into the hallway we go. Wait, that picture on the right just changed. Wait, these pictures are changing. So it was that picture.
Ah, there you are, Igor. Prepare dinner for my fiancée. And set the table with all the trimmings. We want to have a romantic meal before withdrawing.
My name's Wilbur.
My servants are all called Igor. Igor, his father Igor, his grandfather Igor, and his father too.
Whew, you certainly had a lot of servants.
That's why it's too late now to get used to a new name. I'll call you Igor. I would even give you Igor's old suit, if I had it.
That won't really be necessary. So is he going to just be a classic, like, vampire? Assuming?
The villagers told me that the mad sorcerer Ashcroft Van Buren used to live here.
That is correct, until he was hung, drawn, and quartered. The wizards and paladins didn't do things by halves. Just quarters. They took everything that was of interest or value to them. They left the rest here.
Was there a book amongst the things left behind?
The Sorcerer's Diary. Yes, I found that a few months after I moved in a secret desk drawer.
No, I mean, more of a magic book, you know, with incantations and such.
No, not that I know of.
Okay.
What was it with Igor and his uniform?
Your predecessor, Igor, made himself at home in the cellar, Igor. He had a bed, a desk, all his belongings. I think now you're the new Igor. It is all yours.
And Igor's uniform?
It will be amongst his things. Go and have a look. But be careful. It's dark down there.
I could take a candle.
I don't think that's a very good idea. They are attracted to light.
They?
Things that live in the darkness. Igor had due respect for them, and never dared go down there with a light.
Perhaps the uniform isn't important after all.
What would that be? Wants to live in darkness and is attracted to light.
The large chest in the hall looks like it's been there a long time. Is it yours?
Van Buren had it built, but now it belongs to me. The painting up there is of him. The chest and the painting are the only things the mages wanted to take with them, but they couldn't. Both are bound to the castle by powerful magic.
Ooh, so there must be something important in there.
I don't know. I've only been able to open 2 of the 7 seals.
Maybe that's where he kept his spellbook.
Is it valuable? The young ladies are getting ever more demanding these days, and my new line of guano skin cream for the man of the world hasn't done quite as well as I hoped.
Master, maybe I can help opening the chest for you. I'm good at that kind of thing.
If you wish, as long as it doesn't clash with your other tasks. I want to be sure my little bunny rabbit is properly pampered. Here, this Sorcerer's Diary. I was able to open the first 2 seals with the help of this.
Thank you, Master.
You go quick, Wilbur. Okay, so let's ask about the rest.
Do you know much about werewolves?
Not particularly. Us and them, we don't get on. Normal wolves, yes. They're the children of the night, and I like standing on the balcony of an evening, listening to them singing. But werewolves, poor souls that have been cursed and can feel nothing but primitive anger and hate.
Is there any way to get rid of the curse?
Of course, quite easily. You have to kill the werewolf that cursed you in the first place.
And if you don't know who it was?
Then you can only hope that a friend pumps your head full of silver.
No way. Master, this scroll was in the postbox.
From Seastone. Archmage murdered. Wanted, blah blah. Nothing of any importance.
Are you sure?
I'm not interested in politics. Kings and archmages come and go.
Yeah, yes, you're right. No reason to burden yourself with such things. There's a picture of the Archmage and me on the cover. Even if the Count isn't interested in politics, he's not likely to let a wanted murderer work for him. He would hand me over to the Van Burens if he noticed.
He doesn't care. Like, he doesn't feel threatened.
Count?
Yes?
Yeah, I thought there was one more line.
And what may I serve you and the young Miss Kiki?
Kiki?
For the young lady, a rocket salad with vinegar, oil, and strips of chicken breast. That's what young ladies eat these days. Nothing for me, thank you.
Not even a little bite?
Maybe later. Until then, I'll make do with a glass of red wine.
Uh-huh.
As you wish, Master. I'll go and find the chef and order the salad.
I don't have a chef. I normally order out.
But I can't cook.
How hard can it be to make a salad with vinegar and oil? Make haste, Igor.
Very well. Count Olaf, Master.
And I guess I also rescued her.
I saved your fiancée in the forest. She was thrown from a horse and lost her way.
The poor child. What luck that nothing happened to her. I've been waiting for her for so long.
I heard you've been married a few times.
Many times. Unfortunately, I've never grown old with any of my lovers. I am cursed. I'm forced to try again every few years with a new, young woman.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm really sorry. If you'll excuse me, Master, work calls.
Make haste. My little honey bunny has gone upstairs to take a bath and could come back down at any minute.
What is upstairs?
Nothing of interest to you. Your place is down here. And tomorrow I'll show you the cellar and the crypt.
I can hardly wait.
Let's talk more work, Igor.
Well, a lot of looking at everything possible, Igor.
What's this cord for?
You can make various bells in the castle ring by pulling it.
But there's only one cord.
Who needs more?
Okay.
A lovely glass with a thick bottom. Glasses made of perfect transparent glass like this are very rare and expensive.
Take a glass. We should also read the diary.
The sorcerer's diary the Count found hidden in a desk drawer. The Count opened the first 2 seals with its help.
Yes, so read it.
The worms cannot comprehend my genius. That is why they say I'm insane. Rutherford does not trust us. He will deceive us, I know. He will be the first to die once we have the power of the Nameless One. Who is Rutherford?
Familiar name.
Here is a drawing of the various seals. There's something written next to each seal.
Okay, now we're gonna get it. Okay then.
No one is smarter than I. I have devised a chest for my most valuable possession with 7 seals that only I can open. Each seal can be opened only in a very special manner and only I know how. Each mechanism is more clever than the one before. And there's a list describing how each seal is opened. Ha! It's a good thing the sorcerer was so proud of his work.
Yeah. Good stuff. So that's just that. Then I guess we go for all the inscriptions.
The second seal is opened with the blood of innocence. The seal is already opened. Maybe the Count cut his finger peeling potatoes and then he touched the seal.
Yeah, clearly. Yes.
The third seal will only open when the word open is spoken in Ratish.
Okay, so we need Timmy for that.
Only the hand of the truly greatest sorcerer of all time can open this seal.
The greatest sorcerer, okay.
The fifth seal can only be opened by the breath of death. Death breath. Only those who feel insatiable hunger can open the fourth seal. The fourth seal is already open. No idea how the Count managed that one. He never eats anything. The sixth seal is opened by the invisible key that is visible to all.
Okay, sounds kind of strange.
Only one of worthy heart can open the seventh and final seal.
That's probably Wilbur himself when the time arises. There's a note.
Once all 7 magic seals have been released, the chest can be opened. You may have to shake the lid a little, it sometimes sticks.
That's a funny little note. Okay, so that's that.
2 seals are already open, 5 are still closed. The note should help me.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe. I'm sure they will. Look at the table.
This is the table I'm supposed to serve dinner on, with all the trimmings. A few days ago I was a professor of magic in a magic school, and now I'm Igor for a count in the middle of nowhere.
He's not even gonna make a remark on that.
The table is pretty old and covered with stains. Won't be good enough to impress the Count's fiancée.
Okay, so we need some sort of cloth. Search order.
Luckily, the scroll rolled itself back up. Otherwise, the Count may have spotted that his new Igor is wanted for murder.
Can we grab it?
The council leader must have sent these search warrants everywhere. I hope one didn't make it here. I'll have to be careful. I don't want to go back to Seastone in chains. Luckily, the scroll rolled itself. Otherwise, the Count...
Okay, bottle of wine.
The Count seems to be a wine lover. Red wine, to be exact. Seems to me the Count doesn't need a servant for his wine. He refills the glass himself.
Okay. Then... plates.
Are these just decorative plates, or can they be used? Nate once ate fried potatoes off of the Queen's face in Elfborough. Ivo's mother was not amused.
Igor, be more careful.
I didn't do anything. The plate just flew off the wall.
I've lived here for 10 years. Castle Orlofstein has never been haunted.
Weird.
It is pretty weird. Incense sticks?
Incense? Not something I really expected to find in a place this old. On the other hand, maybe the Count also noticed that it sometimes smells a little mouldy and musty in here. Incense? Not some... On the other...
Okay. Then there's a drawer.
Cutlery.
More.
No, nothing of interest.
Okay. Then is there a view out?
I find it odd that Count Olaf bought a castle in the dark woods. Most old people love the heat and the sun. There's not a lot of either here. Maybe he burns easily.
Okay. So... I think we need to find a cloth first, right? For the table. I'm not gonna mess with the candlestick. Well, might as well look at the candlestick. But I'm not gonna mess with the bell yet.
Ooh, the space here isn't just brighter and friendlier than the entrance hall. All the candles make it a lot warmer too.
Use those with... Put candlestick on the table. Okay. I assume we'll have to do that again later. Okay. So... Yeah, these pictures are changing.
Am I nuts, or are those paintings different from before?
No, they are.
The pictures don't seem to be alive like in the Mage Tower in Seastone, but they seem to constantly change. Very handy if you have more paintings than space on the walls.
It does seem pretty handy. Ooh, cloth.
The castle really needs to be dusted. But, seeing as how it would be my job as the servant, I think I'll just keep quiet on the subject.
Pull the cloth down. Okay.
The Count probably got tired of always having to clean the mirror.
Or something else, but I'm sure it's that.
Very old mirror. Except for a few dull spots, it's in good nick. Very old mirror.
Okay, I get the feeling we're gonna have to use that later. For now, let's just go in here and put the cloth on the table.
That should do.
I was gonna say like fade to black, because otherwise you don't get the...
Looking good, even if I do say so myself.
Okay, then... No glass yet. Plate. Cutlery. I thought that...
I needed that. A few hours sleep would be lovely too. But first, I have to get that book.
Figured maybe we would serve the sausage, but... Onto the plate.
I prefer decent sausages to salad myself. But the Count has explicitly ordered a salad with chicken breast, and the sausage really doesn't look like chicken breast.
Okay.
The Count wants a rocket salad with chicken breast and oil and... Okay, I got the plate. All that's missing is...
Yeah, everything else is missing. Okay. Maggots.
These fat maggots are about the right size, but they don't look much like fried chicken. They're slightly transparent and really slimy.
Gross, first of all. Can I somehow combine them? No. No, I can't. But
I think the Count expects a finer layout to impress his fiancée. I think the Count
okay, no water bowl, apparently. So, okay. I'm just looking at the table. Currently, I don't know what else to add. I don't think there's necessarily anything more in here. No, can't even use that anymore. Okay. That's good to know. Maybe we have to go back to the store. Maybe that's a thing. So I don't think we can go up or down.
My master, I mean the Count, has forbidden me to go up there. And I think I'll listen to him. The castle's pretty ramshackle and the book should be in the chest anyway. Igor pitched camp down there in the cellar, and because of them, he never took a light down there with him.
Okay. Oh, go down at the cellar. Okay. What is this? Oh, top-down view. What the fuck? Okay, just so you know, it's not the recording. It's just literally pitch black. And I'm just clicking randomly. I'm pressing space to highlight anything. There's no walking down now? Well, if he's gonna...
A dead end.
Okay. I'm not sure if anything is actually happening. Because I'm hearing footsteps, but... honestly, very confused. I mean, what could we possibly do here? Okay, well, good stuff. Oh, what was that?
Ah, Matches, scented candles, barbecue sauce without garlic. Oh, shopping list. And this? Easter